There comes a time in life when motivation fades, and only discipline can save you from falling back into old patterns of weakness and doubt. In those moments, your emotions will beg for comfort, your mind will crave ease, and every part of you will whisper, "Rest now, you've done enough." But discipline speaks a different language. It says, "Do it anyway." It doesn't care how you feel, it cares who you're becoming every single day. Discipline isn't about forcing perfection. It's about showing up even when you feel broken, tired, or uninspired. That's where real transformation begins to grow. Your mind must learn that consistency isn't punishment, it's power. Every act of control over your impulses rewires your brain towards strength, clarity, and mastery. You have to become stronger than your moods, because if you only act when it's easy, you'll never rise beyond the average, never taste the beauty of excellence. The truth is, discipline isn't natural at first. It's built through repetition, through facing resistance again and again, until it becomes a silent part of who you are. Every day you resist distraction, you're building mental armor. Every day you choose focus, you're carving a path your future self will thank you for deeply. The psychology of discipline is simple, but not easy. It's the art of doing small, difficult things repeatedly until they stop feeling difficult at all. Consistency is not just about habits, it's about identity. When you see yourself as someone who never quits, your actions naturally follow that belief every single day. Stop waiting for the right moment. There will never be a perfect time. Discipline is built in the moments when your heart says no, but you still go on. When you start valuing long-term growth over short-term comfort, you'll understand that pain isn't your enemy. It's your greatest teacher in the process of becoming. Every time you fight the urge to give up, you strengthen the muscle of willpower, and that strength compounds into unstoppable momentum over time. It's not about intensity, it's about endurance. Those who last the longest, not those who burn the brightest for a moment, reach the true heights of greatness. So the next time your mind screams to quit, smile quietly and whisper back, "This is exactly the moment I'm building myself." Because every hard choice you make, every sacrifice you accept, every step you take when no one's watching, creates the person you were always meant to become. There's a secret most people never realize. Discipline is not about control, it's about freedom. The freedom to rise above emotions and choose what truly matters. When you master discipline, you no longer become a slave to your moods. You decide when to act, how to act, and why to keep going. Each disciplined act is a statement that you're in command of your life, not the other way around. That's where self-respect quietly begins to grow. Every time you follow through on a promise to yourself, you're telling your mind, "I can trust me." And that trust becomes the foundation of inner power. Discipline and self-trust are twins. You can't have one without the other. Every act of consistency strengthens the bond between your intention and your action. You start to realize that success is rarely built on excitement. It's built on dull repetition, quiet patience, and small steps taken when no one applauds. The world only sees your results, not the nights you stayed disciplined when quitting seemed easier, when comfort was louder than purpose. But discipline sees it all. It remembers the struggle, the silence, the pain, and it rewards you with peace that no shortcut can ever offer. True consistency is when effort becomes identity. You don't need to force yourself anymore because effort feels natural, almost sacred, like breathing purpose itself. The psychology behind this is profound. Your brain adapts to what you repeat. The more disciplined you are, the easier it becomes to remain that way. Soon, what once felt impossible starts to feel normal. Waking early, working hard, staying focused, all of it becomes part of who you are, not what you do. And that's when the magic happens, when discipline stops being effort and turns into instinct, guiding you toward the version of yourself you once only dreamed of. Because the truth is, consistency is not about perfection. It's about the courage to begin again, even after you fall, even when no one believes you can. Every failure is a test. Will you stay down or rise again? Discipline doesn't make you flawless. It makes you fearless in the face of imperfection. So when doubt visits your mind, don't argue with it. Outwork it. Let your consistency speak louder than your fears, and soon your results will silence them all. That's how you build the life discipline promised you. One quiet act of persistence, one brave choice at a time, until success has no choice but to follow. Discipline doesn't shout, it whispers. In the quiet hours when no one's watching, it asks, will you still keep going when everything inside you wants to stop? That question defines who you become. Because success isn't built in moments of comfort. It's built in the small daily battles between your desire and your excuses. Every time you choose effort over ease, you plant a seed of strength. And over time, those seeds grow into unshakable confidence and deep self-belief. You don't need motivation every day. You need a reason, a why, strong enough to keep you standing tall when your energy fades and your emotions betray you. Your mind must learn to respect your goals, not your feelings. Because feelings change, but your purpose, if it's real, remains constant and unmovable. Discipline is the bridge between dreams and reality. Without it, even the most brilliant vision collapses under the weight of inconsistency and emotional chaos. Think about it. Every legend you admire wasn't more talented, they were more disciplined. They showed up when they didn't want to, and that changed everything. The brain rewires itself through repetition. When you do something repeatedly, even when it's hard, your mind begins to see it as normal, as necessary. That's how mastery begins. Not through bursts of inspiration, but through the quiet art of returning to the work, again and again without needing applause. Discipline teaches you patience. It reminds you that slow growth is still growth. That small progress every day eventually becomes unstoppable transformation. You start realizing that you're not fighting the world. You're fighting the weaker version of yourself that keeps asking for comfort instead of greatness. Every time you push past that voice, you evolve. Every time you show up when it's tough, you train your mind to believe in your own strength a little more. There's beauty in that struggle, because discipline isn't punishment. It's proof that you're serious about your dreams, that you respect your own potential. It's not easy, it never will be, but the pain of discipline is always lighter than the pain of regret. One builds you, the other destroys you slowly. You'll never regret being consistent, but you'll always regret the moments you gave up too early, the chances you lost because comfort felt safer than effort. So remind yourself, this pain, this struggle, this repetition, it's shaping you into someone powerful, someone unstoppable, someone who doesn't need external validation anymore. Because when you finally reach that stage, when your actions speak louder than your motivation, you'll realize discipline was never the prison, it was the key to freedom. In the end, discipline is not about control. It's about becoming who you were always meant to be. It's the process of sculpting your true potential from raw chaos. You won't always feel ready, confident, or inspired, but you must learn to move anyway, because waiting for perfect moments is how dreams quietly die. The truth is, no one becomes great by accident. Greatness is built in ordinary days, in the quiet repetition of effort, in the moments no one sees. Discipline teaches you that emotion is temporary, but legacy is permanent. What you do consistently will echo far longer than what you do occasionally. There will be mornings when you feel drained, when your mind says, "What's the point?" But discipline whispers, "Just one more step," and you'll thank yourself later. Every act of effort you invest compounds. Every small disciplined choice builds invisible momentum until one day you look back and realize you've become unstoppable. That's the beauty of it. You won't notice the transformation while it's happening. You'll just wake up one day stronger, calmer, sharper, a product of your persistence. Discipline strips away illusions. It reveals what's real, your strength, your patience, your purpose. It teaches you that pain isn't the enemy. Surrender is. Every time you choose to stay consistent, you're telling the world, I'm not here to impress anyone. I'm here to fulfill what I was created for. And that conviction changes everything, because once you learn to act without permission, without applause, without comfort, nothing can stop you anymore. You start respecting the process. You stop rushing results. You begin to find peace in progress, knowing that consistency itself is a form of success. People will wonder how you did it, how you stayed focused when others quit, how you kept going through silence, through rejection, through doubt. But you'll know the truth. It was discipline. Quiet, invisible, relentless discipline. The kind that demands effort today, but gifts you freedom for the rest of your life. Because one day, all those small decisions will add up, and you'll realize discipline didn't just change your habits, it rewired your destiny completely. So keep going, even when no one notices, even when the results are slow, even when your heart feels tired. Because every step is rewriting your story. Force yourself to be consistent, not because it's easy, but because the future you deserve depends on the choices you make right now, in this very moment. And when that future arrives, when you finally meet the version of yourself discipline created, you'll understand that all the struggle was worth it, every single bit.